I've been wanting to make uh, this video all day because I've been asking God these questions, and I've been serious about it. And I'm like, because God knows how much I've tried to heal myself over the years. I've tried so many things to heal, basically. From everything I went through, I've tried any professional that you can think of. I've tried it. And God knows that. I've tried every professional you can think of. But I thought about this. No matter what professional I saw, at the end of the day, I still was not healed. You know what I mean? I still had CPTSD, basically, from all that I went through. And I was thinking about that today. I'm like, no matter what professional I saw, when I left seeing the professional, I still had CPTSD. You know what I mean? I was still damaged, basically, you know. Seeing the professional didn't resolve the CPTSD at all, you know. And that's kind of why I made videos, because I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere with with healing myself, basically, with the CPTSD and all that. I wasn't getting anywhere with the counselors. So that's why I started making videos. But even though I've made all these videos, I'm like, I'm still not healed. You know what I mean? And that's not the only things I've done to heal. I've tried things in the metaphysical world. I tried journaling. I've tried many things to heal myself. I've even tried all the religious jargon of saying, blood of Jesus, come upon me, heal me, blood of Jesus. I've even done that, you know. And I kind of wanted to show that doesn't work. Blood of Jesus, come upon me, heal my CPTSD and all that's damaged about me. Heal it all right now. Nothing's changed. See what I mean? Doesn't work. People are just like, oh, just say blood of the lamb, come upon me, and you'll be healed. I've tried that. God knows I've tried all that stuff. I've even tried going to Christian churches, for fuck's sakes. You know, on top of that, you know. I've even said, forgive me for all my sins, more than once. Forgive me for all my sins, over and over. Still not healed. Some serious damage. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was thinking today. I'm like, because I seriously doubt now, because it's been like 10 years of me trying to heal myself, like legit effort trying to heal myself, and I'm still not healed. So that's why God knows that's why I'm discouraged, really discouraged, like, because he knows if God's watching me, he knows how hard I've been trying, all around, how hard I've been trying. And I feel like I've gotten nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm still not healed. And so I'm just like, my God, what do you want? What do you expect from me now? I've tried everything. That's what I was saying today. I'm like, I've tried everything. What do you want me to do now? I've tried everything. Every professional you can think of. Every metaphysical thing you can think of. Every, even reading the Bible. Going to Christian church activities. I've done it all. He knows it. I left a cult. I left a psychopath environment. I've done all these things. And a part of me is like, I'm like, maybe I did go through more than I think I did. And God knows it. You know what I mean? That's what I thought about, and it's true. Like, I've been through a lot more than I say on the videos, way more, and God knows that. So I'm just like, and I think that's one of the reasons why I never thought Jesus could heal me, because of how much I went through, without intervention from God to protect me, basically. Just like, I'm like, now Jesus thinks he can heal me? Yeah, right. That's what I was saying. Like, Jesus is helping me now. He thinks he can heal me now. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. Yeah. And that part of me still doubts, I'm like, there's no way Jesus went through all that horrific abuse that I went through. The full scale of psychopath abuse, plus cult on top of that. The full scale of that. Jesus went through that too? Yeah, right. That's another part that I'm thinking, like, there's no way. So I'm like, there's no way he went through all that, even though he's helped me this far. Maybe, it makes me think that he did go through all that, So, so I'm just like, but anyways, God knows I've tried everything. Everything you think of. I'm like, even like, Jesus, heal me instantly. Nothing happens, It's like, God damn it. So I've tried all that, for whatever reason. I've been healed very slowly. In my opinion, super slow, to the point where I'm not getting anywhere. This isn't worth it. And that's what I've been saying. I'm like, and that's what I was saying to God today. I'm like, you knew there was no cure for me the whole time. And I feel like I got a yes to that today. I'm like, you knew there was no cure for me this whole time. Yet you let me try to heal myself through all these different ways. You watched me try to try to get better, basically. All these things, you watched me. But you knew the whole time that there was no cure for me. You knew the whole time. And that's what I was saying to God today. You knew the whole time that there was no cure for me. There was no way to heal me. The CPTSD, everything. There was no way. There was no way to heal me all the way. The entire time. No matter what I did to try to heal myself. And I'm like, you knew this. You knew I couldn't be healed. No matter what I did, And that's what's been discouraging me lately. And something I got reminded today is just like, just because I fell off the bike, because I feel like I've kind of fell off the bike in the middle of the race, just like discouraged, basically falling off the bike, doesn't mean I start over at the beginning of the race, So I got reminded of that, So I'm like, okay, maybe I've just fallen off the bike, just have to get back on the bike, keep continuing. I didn't fall back to the bottom of the hill, basically. So, because a part of me, and God knows this, a part of me is like, after all this time, I'm still not healed. I'm not even healed after all this effort. He knows that I've been doing that. I'm like, it's not even worth it. You know what I mean? I put my best effort, and I'm still not healed. I'm like, it's ain't worth it. And the thing that daunts me, I'm like, you want me to keep going? You want me to keep trying, even though after all these years, I am not healed of effort? You want me to still keep going? I'm like, are you crazy? And that's what's been daunting me. I'm like, you want me to continue this? even though I'm not fully healed, you want me to keep going? You know, just like it's like that's what I've been fighting against. I'm like, are you kidding me? You want me to keep going like this the rest of my life? You know, no, with no chance of being healed, no matter what I do. No matter, and that's what I was saying. Like, it doesn't matter what I do, I can't be healed. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what professional I see. Doesn't matter what facility I go to. It doesn't matter. I can't be healed. You know what I'm saying? I can't. God knows it. So I'm just like, shit. This CPTSD, some serious shit, you know? I'm like, maybe I went through a lot more than I thought, you know, which could be true, you know? I have been told before that what I went through was horrific. I have been told that before by someone that I think God was talking to. Because I think God knows how horrific what I went through was more than I do. Because I had I pretty much did crazy shit to survive it. Basically, it was that horrific, I guess. Everything I went through was so horrific that I had to do crazy shit to survive it, basically. And I think God knows that, you know. Like, the only way I could survive it was to do some crazy shit, you know, on every level to survive it all. And God knows that. It's just like so I think the only person that knows the severity of the abuse I went through, overall, like the whole severity of the whole experience, is God. God's the only one that knows how severe it all was, really. The whole thing. But I think my body and my mind still remember how horrific it all was. Still remembers it, you know. Like, body keeps the score. My body still remembers how horrible it all was. And I think that's why I struggle. My body remembers how horrific the whole experience was growing up, you know, or something like that. You know, but anyways, I've tried everything. People are like, see this professional, see this professional. I am. I have. God knows it. Doesn't heal me. He knows that. God knows that. Seeing a professional doesn't heal me. Not even close. It doesn't do much, you know. He knows that. That's why I'm like, only Jesus can heal me, I guess. You know, like, all these professionals can't even help me, no matter who I see. So I'm like, only Jesus can help me if he chooses to help me all the way. That's where I've been at, you know. But I was reminded again, you know, that I'm trying to eat the whole elephant to heal, like, all at once. I keep doing that. Like, I keep thinking if I don't eat the whole elephant and heal quickly, I'm vulnerable, basically. I'm at the mercy of this world if I'm not fully healed, basically. So I'm like, I gotta get fully healed or I'm at the mercy of this world. You know? And another thing I was told today was like, so, and the person was talking to me, they're like, so you think you have to be fully healed all the way in order to help people? And I'm like, I think, yeah, that's what I think so, you know? So he's like, so you haven't been helping people while you were not healed? I'm like, well, people say I've been helping them. So I guess I can still help people without being fully healed, you know? I went to talk to um, that guy that remembered me for comforting him after his cousin committed suicide. I went to talk to him again uh, because for a lot of reasons. I wanted to, I don't know, because he knew it kind of shocked me, that, um, I don't know, but because he said he always thinks about me out of anybody of his past, like when he worked at the mall, he always thought about me and how I was doing, you know, because I think he knew I was always fighting, you know, which is true, you know. Um, but I asked him straight out. I was being blunt with him. I'm like, I've tried to heal myself, you know, for the last 10 years. I've really been trying to heal myself. And I'm like, no matter how hard I've tried, I can't seem to heal myself all the way. You know what I mean? No matter what I do. And so I told him I was discouraged, and like, that's kind of the reason why I just want to quit, you know? And so I'm like, would you keep going anyways? If you tried for 10 years to heal yourself, would you keep going anyways? He's like, yes, somehow things will work out somehow, So I'm like, all right, maybe you're right, you know. And I'm wondering if God's like watching me while I'm trying to like verify with people. I'm like, you know, because like, I don't know. Because he knows I've hit a point of discouragement. I'm like, why did you help me at all, God? If I could never be healed, ever, why'd you help me in the first place? You know what I mean? I was being serious. Why didn't you just leave me dead? you know, why didn't you just leave me dead? If you knew that it could never be healed, think about it. If God knows all, God knows all. If He knew I could never be healed or cured of CPTSD and all my ailments, if He knew that ahead of time, why help me at all? You know what I mean? Why? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying to God. I'm like, why help me at all? If you knew I could never be healed, basically, ever, why help me anyways? you know? And I thought about this, like people keep saying anything is possible with God. Anything is possible with God. Nothing is impossible with God. But and God knows I've been thinking this, like seriously thinking, like seriously thinking about this. Maybe my case is different. Maybe this is impossible for God. I'm serious. That's what I've been saying and thinking. I'm like, maybe healing me is impossible for God. Otherwise, I'd be healed by now. You know what I mean? I'd be healed by now if this was possible for God. And that's what I thought about. I'm like, after all this time, that's what I was saying. I'm like, if this was possible for God, I'd be healed already. So maybe this isn't. Maybe this really is impossible for God to heal me. maybe it is. And that's what I thought about today. Maybe I'm the exception to the rule. Maybe I'm the one person that cannot be healed by God. Maybe because of all the abuse. It was so much. Maybe that's why God can never heal me. And I was seriously thinking about this. I'm like, maybe I went through that much that even God himself cannot heal me. Because it seems like it's taken all God's effort to get me this far. All of it. It seems like he's pulled out all the stops just to get me to this point. And I'm still not healed. Think about that. Really think about that. God put his best effort. God himself put his best effort to get me to this point. I'm still not healed. That's heavy. So I'm like, even with God's best effort, I'm still not healed. That's why I've been in shock all day. I've been in shock all day about this. God knows I've been in shock. I'm like, after all these years, I'm still not healed. After all my effort, I'm still not healed. And I've just been in shock about it. I'm like, oh, I really have been in shock. Because God knows better than anybody how hard I've been trying. He knows better than anybody. I'm like, I'm still not healed. I'm like in shock, after all these years. And so I'm like, can I keep going? That's the crossroads I'm at. Can I keep going? You know what I'm saying? Even though after 10 years of my best effort to heal myself, I'm still not healed. 10 years of my best effort I could ever imagine. I'm still not healed. Even with saying, blood of the Lamb, come upon me. Yeah. Heal me, blood of Jesus. Even doing that doesn't work. That's why I thought it was funny. Like, people are just saying, like, oh, say that, do the blood of the Lamb. That'll heal you. Doesn't. God knows it doesn't. I've tried it. I've tried all the religious stuff. Like I said, I've been desperate. So I've been trying that too, If I'm going to a Christian church, I'm desperate. You know what I mean? God knows it. I'm desperate for Jesus to heal me if I'm going to Christian church. It's like last resort, I've tried everything else. I really have. I actually do think Jesus can heal me. Like, I do think he can. But he's smarter than me, wiser than me. So he's doing it a certain way that in my opinion, it's taking way too long. You know what I'm saying? But if I had the patience, Jesus could heal me. I know he could. If I had the patience to keep walking and, doing what I'm showing and stuff, basically, I do think he can. But it takes a lot more effort that I'm like, I don't even know if I have it in me. I'm serious. And part of me is like, this is what I fight against. I'm like, would I rather go 30 years of trying to heal myself, keep going like this, 30 years, or a quick death in an instant? You know what I'm saying? See the struggle? All these years of heavy trying to heal myself, trying, keep going and going and going and going, maybe one day I'll heal, basically, or the quick death. You know what I'm I'm saying. That's why the temptation's there, for sure. And God knows that. I'm just like, do I want to suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer for decades? Or the quick death? You know what I mean? I know I shouldn't talk that way. Part of me's like, God, if you took me in my sleep, no one would think bad about me. They'd be like, oh, God took him home. God bless him. God took him home. Yeah. But since he hasn't done that, I'm just like, shit. He knows I struggle to see a way how this is going to work out. I don't see how this will work out. I don't see it. And that's why I'm like panicky. I'm like, yeah, I'm staying alive, but I don't think, I don't know how this is going to work out for my benefit. I'm just being a good soldier and just staying alive, basically. Anyway, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about today. I'm like, I've tried all these things. I've tried everything you can think of. Everything. EMDR, I've done that. I've done everything you can think of for the mental health. I have. I've tried everything. I have. The only thing I haven't tried is this thing called TMS, and I'm almost approved for it. Maybe that'll make a difference. I don't know. Maybe. But anyways, God knows. God has to know how discouraged I am. Like this, all my effort didn't work. Even with the help of God, it didn't work. Like maybe this isn't possible for God. I've been thinking that maybe it is. I've been seriously thinking that. I'm like, maybe I'm the exception. Maybe I'm the exception of the one person God cannot heal. The one person he can't. That's what I was thinking about today. I'm like, but I got reminded today by Marvin in the mall that nothing is impossible for God. But I've been really open with people lately, just like because Marvin's he's really strong follower of God. He is. Marvin is. And I told him my hiccup, my issue of like I told him I was abused by growing up in religion. Basically I told him that, and I felt kind of betrayed by God, and it's kind of been a hurdle. It's been a big hurdle for me to actually trust God. You know what I'm saying? That he can help me and heal me all the way. It's been a hurdle to even trust God all the way. It's getting in the way, basically. And he brought up something about this known clergyman or something.